Hi guys, Rob Franzese, aka the real life Peter Griffin here, and I feel like it's long overdue for one of these segments because I have been still collecting toys, but I haven't done a what's in the box in a while. So first off, I want to start off by saying I found this really sick t-shirt. I think it was on 80stees.com of the package art of Sergeant Slaughter, and that's actually what we're going to start off with. So I'm very excited that these finally shipped. I got the pre-orders on GameStop, and it was an excuse to use the $5 a month that they give you for the rewards, which I'm really upset about the Game Informer getting canceled because that's a shame. But we're gonna open this up right here. Okay, and here you can see on the card here, there are a lot of accessories. Of course, he's got his whistle, he's got a machine gun, swagger stick, interchangeable hands. It's cool that they give him some boxing gloves, go toe-to-toe with Big Boa. We have an updated mini Sergeant Slaughter G.I. Joe figure. It's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but he actually does have the blue, so it is different than the other one. And to give you a side-by-side comparison, this is the Slaughter's Marauders new G.I. Joe Sergeant Slaughter figure that just released. And this is the first one. So you can see that there's a very cool update to the figure. They gave you some more accessories that they didn't have before. It comes with some weights and the itty bitty ditty bag from the movie, which is really cool. I'm really excited to have this figure. I'm gonna pop him out and do some posing in a second. But moving on, I'm very excited that this guy finally arrived. So this is Darkseid, and he was actually created by Jack Kirby for DC. Jack Kirby was, of course, famous for creating the looks of all of the classic Marvel superheroes, but he was always one of my favorite action figures from the Superpowers line back in the day. And this is very much stylized like that with the cape and the blue and white. And he's actually another one I'm looking forward to opening. And this is like a huge figure considering the rest of the figures from this line are around 6 or 7 inches. I would say that this guy's at least got like another inch or two on everyone. I mean, he is Darkseid and he's supposed to be huge, but I think it's going to look great side by side with my Diamond Select Thanos figure, which is one of my favorite action figures as well. I think that Darkseid and Thanos are two sides of the same coin. And look at that. And what's really cool is that he's got a cloth cape. I love that touch when there's figures with cloth capes, because nothing annoys me more than like a really detailed figure, but then their cape is like molded plastic and it's just ugly. Cool. Oh, that is so cool. And you can see he's prepping up one of his Omega beams, which is pretty much not dodgeable by anyone, except somehow Batman in the cartoon. But still one of my favorite stalemates in the Justice League cartoon. But man, this is a beefy and impressive figure. Very happy to have this. I think it's one of the best that they've come out with so far with the McFarlane line. Super excited to have this guy. I want to do an honorable mention as well for a couple of figures that I already opened, not on camera, but they were on sale. I ended up finally picking up the Marvel Legends Modok, complete with his little hover chair, and I like the little feature they have on here that make it look like he's rocketing off the ground. And of course, because I had to get Modok, also on sale, they had the 2-pack of the AIM scientists to go along with him. Advanced Idea Mechanics, which is Modok's faction, basically. So I'm really excited to have some of the quintessential Marvel villains figures, because I recently got the XMen 97 Magneto. And just to give you guys a visual here, because I've never actually showed this off, this is my shrine to the XMen, and you can see it's covering my video game collection. Eventually I'd like to get a display case to properly put these guys out, but you can see I'm well represented with the the good guys and bad guys of the X-Men series, and that is the Magneto that I was speaking about. They also came out with a Doctor Doom with a cloth cape. Really, really great looking figure. So I'd like to do kind of like a villain's corner on that display case whenever I get it. Another thing I want to show off is something that was near and dear to my childhood, and I just got Wave 2, so I'm going to show off Wave 1 first, because I haven't showed this off yet. And shout out to Vin Diesel for being one of the first people to advertise for this line. But we got the Street Sharks. They are back in action. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna use this as an excuse to open these now because this got damaged. But in the first wave, you can see we have Slash, Ripster, and Jab, and these are some of my favorite toys from when I was a kid. And the update that they gave them now is that they have bendable elbows and knees, whereas they were just solid plastic before. And that was the first wave, but just the other day, when I got back from my vacation in Virginia, these bad boys arrived. So I actually have the original Streaks somewhere in my attic. How can we forget Dr. Paranoid, who was the villain, and he still has his button feature to switch his head between fish and human. But they've done an update which is really interesting. Before, you used to have to hold down the button to switch his head to the fish face. But now, if you release the button, it actually stays on that face if you want it to stay that way. So that's a pretty cool updated feature from the original. And, of course, we got Slamoo. Now, I had a different version of Slamoo when I was a kid. I had the one with the boxing gloves, and he had boxing shorts as well. But I'm really excited that the Street Sharks are back. I think that kids today are really spoiled now because they've got better versions of all the toys when I was a kid. And that's why I'm going to keep buying these toys and providing you guys with updated episodes of What's in the Box? Stay tuned. I'm going to do a little 360 on some of the figures that I just opened. Freaking sweet.